Hello, welcome. I am Lori Conrad, and I am excited to share with you how to have an automated lead gen system on the internet. It's what completely changed my business, and it can definitely enhance yours and completely change yours depending on how you feel about networking and prospecting and building your business the kind of the old-fashioned way. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. And what I love to do is actually go through the process, and then for a real person, like in a real business. And it is a Reader's Digest version of the real process I might go through with a client. However, I think it's going to give you a really good idea of how this works and why it works. And that's what we all want to grow our businesses, right? So just for the next 30 to 60 seconds or so, if you can put into the question box that's in your little control panel there, not for those of you on the replay, but for everyone who is here live, put a quick quick description of what type of business you're in. Because as I go through the training, I'll try to remember to give examples for as many people as I can think of. So just for the next few seconds, type in the question box real quick what type of business you're in, and we'll see what everybody's doing and how I can give examples for all of you. And people are still hopping on, but that's okay because we're still early. It's 5:04. All right. So if you do not put in the question box what business you're in, I can't really give you examples. So go ahead and type in, one or two words about what business you're in, and then we will move on and we will build a funnel and show you how you can have a predictable lead gen system. Predictable is one of the operative words. That is why I got into this back in 2012. I first started learning about online marketing. I didn't feel that networking and prospecting was predictable. I spent a lot of time and effort. I joined a BNI group. I was going to networking events. I was prospecting people, on airplanes and wherever I was and all that kind of thing. And it just isn't my personality. I'm much more introverted, and it kind of drains my energy to constantly be making small talk with people. And not that I don't like people, I do. It's just one of those things. And so being more introverted than extroverted, I decided that learning how to have people come to me because they were interested was a much better recipe for success for me than going out and prospecting. So, all right, so let's see who typed in their business. I don't have too many. Okay, we've got screen printing. That's awesome. Manufacturing company like Sam's Club. All right, that's interesting, Kelly. Setting up accounts for a manufacturing company like Sam's Club. All right, so that is, it sounds like that's sales, right? Let me start at the top because this little box is so small. Okay, all right, great. So we have debt elimination. Thank you, Sean. It Works, Sally has, which is a network marketing company. Screen printing. Thanks, Jamie. I have 3 businesses I work on. One is setting up accounts for a manufacturing company like Sam's Club. I also sell women's shapewear, and women can ditch their bra. Oh, that's awesome. That sounds intriguing. All right, cool. So we have a good variety of all you guys that put it in the question box. We have lots of people out there that didn't type it in, but I'll keep checking. I asked earlier, so I know some of you are hopping on, to put what type of business you're in the question box, because I'll try to give examples as we go through the training. All right, so I am going to start and get us going. And the first thing I like to do is very quickly, not 30 minutes long, just tell you who I am, because some of you, you're new, and I'm new to you. So this is me, And these are my beautiful kids, Kate and Brian, and that's my Sophie, my German Shepherd. And I was in corporate for 25 years. I did what my parents told me. I went to college, got a good job at a good company, and just did the whole rat race thing for 25 years. And then finally in '07, I said, that's it, I'm done with the rat race. And I really wanted to be home with them. I'm a single mom. And I wanted to be able to go to their games and do all that stuff. And so I started working out of my house. And I only got clients through referrals. I only got business customers through referrals. And so I did this for quite a while. And then I realized that the internet had so many millions of people, and I wanted to learn how to have people coming to me instead of me always feeling like I always had to generate new business. And so I went online in 2013, and I did it kind of part-time. I also worked a job for a while because the economy had dropped off a bit. And just to give you an example, generating 350,000 in 1 year with 48,000 in ad spend is just a great example of what is possible online when you start using Facebook ads, using funnels, and using direct response advertising, which is what I'm going to explain to you tonight. And I generated, well, this is kind of an old slide actually, over 15,000 leads in the last 18 months. That doesn't count the leads that I've helped my clients get. And that's what creates an automated system, is having people come to you from the internet on an automated basis. So I just say this to you because I want you to know that I didn't learn this 2 weeks ago. I didn't read a book and say, oh, I'm going to show you what to do. I've actually done it myself. I've done it for hundreds of clients. And this is just a proven, established way to have automated lead generation on the internet. So the next thing that I always like to cover, because I see this a lot, and I want you to really, really internalize this, is that entrepreneurs often fail because their companies are invisible to the world, because they cannot bear to spend money on marketing and PR. This is a huge mistake that some entrepreneurs make when the money gets tight. And I've talked to restaurant owners, I've talked to so people in so many different businesses. And one restaurant guy says, well, I spent all this money on rent and equipment and burners and fryers and all this stuff to make, he goes, I don't have any money to run marketing. And I'm like, if you don't spend money on marketing, no one's ever going to know you're there. It takes a long time to get word of mouth advertising, and having that be a consistent thing for any type of business. So basically what he was doing was polishing products and services until they shine brightly in the sunshine, perfecting his recipe for French fries or whatever it is. Smart entrepreneurs get the word out early and often via all available media, especially digital media. If they cannot find you, they cannot buy you. So what I tell everyone is decide on a marketing budget. However you're going to do your marketing. I don't care if you decide I'm going to print flyers and put them on cars, or I'm going to run Facebook ads. Just decide what your marketing budget is and stick to it and be consistent, even if you think you're not getting results, because whatever you're doing is always going to give you feedback, and that feedback is a learning process towards success. Success is really just a series of failures and successes. So we aren't always going to succeed. I run ads that bomb, right? But then I run ads that go through the roof. And then there's ones that are kind of in between. Marketing is all about testing, and it's all about tweaking and improving and just getting to know your target market really, really well over time. But don't skimp on your marketing budget. Decide what your marketing budget is, stick to it, and and never give up. Never give up. So why are funnels so successful? Because this is what we're going to be really focusing on tonight. A funnel works for you 24/7. When you're building a business in a traditional way, you really only work, right, 8 to 10 hours a day. Like, I can only be out there hustling at BNI meetings and networking and, maybe even speaking at conferences or whatever, maybe 8 hours a day. And most people can't do that at 8 hours a day. They have to be working in their business. They have to be doing what they do. But a funnel works for you 24/7 when you're sleeping, but other people aren't. And so what's one of the reasons why they're so successful? You can reach so many more people in time that you don't have to be working, okay? It works for you. A funnel targets the right people, okay? When we network, a lot of times we're talking to people that never in a million years are ever going to refer people to us, even though they know 200 people and all this kind of stuff. A funnel targets specific people that you want to target, and we don't waste time on anybody else. A funnel reaches thousands and thousands of people in less time. I can run an ad on Facebook and reach thousands of people in 24 hours. I can't do that by relying on talking to people one-on-one or even to a group, right? Unless I'm Tony Robbins. But he's already established, attracting people, and he runs ads all the time, by the way. A funnel brings people to you. So this is why they're so successful and why it can really be such a powerful thing in your business too. All right, I just want to make sure everybody's here. Yep, everything's good. Looks like my audio is still good. Just checking. Okay, great. All right. Go next. Oh, so another just point that I want to make that you may not be aware of is that the software that I'm going to show you tonight that I use for my funnels has a conference every year, and they also have something called the 2 Comma Club. And the reason why it's the 2 Comma Club is because it's for people who have made at least $1 million in revenue in one funnel. Last year I went to the conference and there were 95 2 Comma Club people who got this award walking across the stage. It took a long time to get everybody across the stage. And that's just in 1 year. And what was even more impressive was that there were 17 2 Comma Club members who had generated over $10 million in revenue in one funnel. Okay, so if you're thinking, well, this seems, I'm kind of skeptical about this, I am here to show you these are the 17 people that got the 2 Comma Club X award last year. I don't know how many are going to get it this year, but it's a funnel has been around since 2006, 2007. I first discovered them because I was in network marketing, and top network marketers were using funnels all the time. And excuse me, it was so under the radar and nobody knew it. But basically, they took direct response advertising that had been a traditional way to attract your clients to come to you, and they put direct response advertising online. A good example of traditional direct response advertising is an ad, say in the Wall Street Journal or some other newspaper, and it looks like an article. It doesn't look like an advertisement. The article is filled with valuable information for a target market. And then at the end of the article, it says, if you want my free report that goes into even more detail, clip out the coupon, fill it out, mail it in, and we'll send you the free report. This was original direct response advertising. They put the advertisement in the newspaper, even though it didn't look like an advertisement, it looked like an article, and it had a lot of free information and free value in it. And then it had a call to action, something people had to take a direct response. They had to cut out the coupon, they had to fill it out and actually mail it in, or call an 800 number or something like this. This is all pre-internet. And what they did right around 2006, 2007 was some brilliant marketers said, hey, we can do this on the internet. And I'm going to show you how we do that tonight. Okay, that's what a funnel is. All right, let's keep going. So we like to say you're one funnel away from everything that you want. And I think most of you are here to grow your business, right? Get more leads, make more sales. And you are one funnel away from that. So here's what we're going to cover. I'm going to show you the exact 5-step formula I always use to build a funnel, whether it's for me, for a client, ideas for people. And we're going to go through that for at least one volunteer tonight. I'm going to show you some mistakes that people make when they start using their funnel, and how a funnel has qualified people coming to you. And then we'll do it live for 1 or 2 volunteers, as many as we can fit in tonight. So I'm going to start right now with step 1 of the 5-step formula. So are you all ready for this? Ready, ready, ready. I'm going to put all the hands down. Raise your hand if you are ready. All right, awesome. Thank you so much. You guys are so great. Awesome. Okay, so step 1 of the 5-step formula. You must do this step before you build any funnel. And I always call step 1 enlightenment. And the reason I call it enlightenment is because traditionally we're told to talk to as many people as possible about your business, right? And we're used to seeing mass media advertising on TV, on the radio, in print, right? And even sometimes, on your phone too. But we're used to seeing these mass media messages, and they talk to everybody. They say, buy my toilet bowl cleaner, it's better than everybody else's. And it doesn't really talk specifically to anyone, it talks to everyone. But we do not do that online. It's not effective. And it just falls flat, mass media advertising. And entrepreneurs like us do not have the budget like Coca-Cola and Pepsi and, other big companies to do mass media advertising. We don't have the money to do TV ads and stuff like that. So what we do is we define our avatar. And your avatar is your ideal customer, ideal client, ideal customer, depending on what you call your people. All right. And because we want to talk specifically to that ideal client. Now, can you have more than one ideal client? Yes. So I tell people the more you focus on one niche and one target market, the more money you're going to make, because you don't end up talking to everybody. You actually talk to specific people that are going to resonate deeply with you. But there are, like say I'm selling, I think it's Sean that does debt elimination. Okay, well, young people would need her and older people would need her, right? But you're probably going to talk differently to the older people and the younger people. So what we do is for every funnel, you want to really be specific about which group of people you're talking about. And we do that in 2 ways. You want to define the demographics of the ideal client you're looking for, and then you also want to make a list of the problems that they have, the frustrations they have, and the desires they have. Because your marketing is going to talk to all these things, and you do need to know, like, okay, how old are they? Are they married? Are they single? Do they have kids? Do they live in a certain area? Or do they have a certain education level? Do they like certain TV shows? Do they read certain books? You can really go into some of that's not demographics like TV shows and books, but like area, education, income level, how old are they? Are they married? Things like that. You want to zero in on all those things. And when you define that ideal client, you're going to have a much better handle for how you want to speak to them in your ad and in your funnel. And when you speak to them specifically, they pay attention. They're going to be interested in what you have. So that's step one, and it's one of the most important steps of the 5-step formula. Because if you don't really have a good handle on step one, you'll go through all the other steps, you'll build the funnel, and then it will work okay or it won't work well. And what always, I've seen it over and over and over again, is that there's entrepreneurs are selling a certain product or service, but they really don't have a good handle on who they're selling it to. And when you can really get into the head of the person that is buying from you, your marketing is just going to do so much better. And sometimes we just have to go through the process and have it fall flat and then go back and say, okay, what am I missing? I'm not being specific enough about who I'm trying to target and what I'm saying to them. And then you can improve your message. And when you improve your message, you're going to attract those right people. Okay? So let's get to step two. So then step two is, okay, Lori, how am I going to attract my avatar? How am I going to attract those ideal customers? And we do this with something called a lead magnet. And in my explanation earlier about direct response advertising and having that advertisement in the newspaper with a coupon that says, if you want my free report that goes into deeper detail, call the 800 number or fill out your name and mail it in. That was a lead magnet. It was a free report. So a lead magnet is a free solution to one of their problems. You're a general category of problem, however you want to look at it. And it's always free because they can't get it unless they give us their contact info. And these days, that is always their email address at a minimum. I like to collect name too because I like to call people by first name. But you want to get their email address. So if they want that free report or a free cheat sheet or a checklist or a video series, whatever you want to call it and whatever form you want to put it in, that you can deliver it. It could be a PDF, right? Reports are usually PDFs. And, you can create videos. These are PDFs too. But whatever format or useful free solution to a problem that you can give your ideal customer, that's your lead magnet. And we always give it away for free so we can get contact information. And that brings us to step three. All right? Because step three, we want to collect all the email addresses in a list. All right? And have it very organized so that we can write one email that goes out to everybody on the list. All right? And what this does is it automates your follow-up, and it allows you to continually follow up consistently with value and more free advice, more information, more stuff that's going to make them want to follow you. And the guideline is to do that 80% of the time and then make offers about 20% of the time. Because if you're always pitching people and you're always sending out emails saying, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, they're going to stop opening your emails. So it's important to always continue to give them advice, value, education, inspiration, even entertainment. People write their email marketing differently. But what allows you to do this is an autoresponder. It's just a piece of software online, and you may already have one. I use Aweber, and you can get a free 30-day trial at get-aweber.com. And it's been around for years and years. It's worked, forever, and it's reasonably priced, and they give you that 30-day trial. But what my mentors taught me is that the money is in your list. It's actually the relationship you have with your list, but the money is in your list. Your money's over here because people can stay on your list for years and never buy from you, and then all of a sudden buy your high ticket package. You just never know. I've had people be dormant on my list for over a year, and then all of a sudden they reach out to me. So, and of course, these days we are all bombarded with so much information that some people just can't keep up with opening your emails. And then all of a sudden one day they'll open your email and they'll say, I want that. So the money's in your list. If you're not building a list, you're leaving money on the table, because you may be talking to leads and they say no, or they say maybe, and then you just go on your merry way and say, oh, I'll follow up with them in 3 months or a month. But this way, when you're using an autoresponder, you're staying consistently top of mind, and you're following up with them consistently. They don't get lost in the cracks. And until they unsubscribe, you can continue to just keep giving them value and making offers to them. Okay, is everybody with me? All of you that are live, raise your hand if you're still with me. Whoops, I gotta move my thing here. Awesome, great, beautiful. Okay, all right. And if you have questions, throw them in the question box and I'll answer the questions at the end too. Is there anything else I wanted to say about this? Autoresponder, okay. Definitely have an autoresponder. Okay, so step 4, we get to the meat. So step 4 is to create your funnel. And a basic funnel is 2 steps, okay? And this is just a very easy, simple, I'm gonna offer a lead magnet. I wanna build my email list. I wanna get people into my audience so I can continue to follow up with them. There are many types of funnels. There are funnels where you can, make offers in the middle of the funnel and then upsell, downsell. You've probably been through them. In fact, you've already been through at least one funnel because you're here on the webinar. You went through my funnel, and I'm going to show that in a minute. Mm-hmm. So the first step of your funnel is your capture page of this particular type of build your email list funnel. And it's where you offer the lead magnet. Say it's a free report, right? And the whole purpose is to collect their email address and have them go onto your email list. All right, and there's always a button here at the bottom, and there's a lead magnet headline. And then after they click that button, they go onto your list, and then we send them to the thank you page, because we want them to know that the process worked and to please go to their inbox and open the email that I just sent them with the lead magnet, okay? And on this thank you page, you can also make an offer, all right? And making an offer here, like a paid offer, is usually called a tripwire. There's other words for it too. And it's usually around $7 to $47. And what you want to do is offer something of really great value that's not the same as your lead magnet, but complementary. And what this will do is actually help fund your advertising. And you do not have to put a tripwire on a thank you page if you don't want to, but it will help fund your advertising, which is what we're going to do in step 5. So this is a basic, simple, 2-step funnel to build your email list, grow your audience, and start being able to make offers to them. And then, okay, I stuck this in here because we just did the capture page. So let's talk about mistakes people make when they create that capture page. And so this is what I'm talking about right here, this first page that you see. And first mistake is having a really boring headline or one that is not congruent with the Facebook ad. Okay, whatever you're saying in your Facebook ad should just carry right over to your capture page, your opt-in page where they're opting in, and you've got your headline for your lead magnet. And we're going to go over that when we go through the live demonstration too. Another big mistake, no big promise, which is kind of the same as being boring. Sometimes when there's no big promise, you give everything away in the headline. And if you tell them everything they're going to get, there's a chance that they might not even opt in because they think, oh, I don't need that. And so that's a mistake. what you want is to create some curiosity. You want the headline to be compelling and curiosity based so that they're interested enough to give up their email address and opt in for whatever your free lead magnet offer is. So that brings us to step 5. All right, so we've got our funnel, right? We've got the opt-in page, the capture page. This is the capture page. We're collecting their email. Here's the thank you page. We might have an offer on it, right? And when they click the button, they go onto our email list, and we continue to follow up with autoresponder emails that we write once and they just go out on a schedule, right? But in step 5, we need traffic. We need targeted traffic. We need eyeballs. We need as many people as possible to see that capture page. And of course, there's many, many ways to get traffic. And what I was taught back in 2012 was to use paid advertising the same way as direct response marketers did in the Wall Street Journal back in the day before the internet, because it's the fastest way to grow your list. There's other ways. You can blog, you can do lots of posts on social media and hope that people are going to see them, because that's not paid advertising. That's just posting on Facebook. That's not really marketing. That's putting content out there, but it's not really marketing. So you can do paid ads on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Google. I mean, we can go on and on and on. I like to teach Facebook because most people are familiar with the platform and understand it a little better. And it's not rocket science. It's very important to know strategy. And that's usually why people fail on Facebook, is they don't understand the strategy, which it's always helpful to have an expert to help you when you start running Facebook ads. So I use Facebook ads, and that's how I get eyeballs on my capture pages and on my offers. And I grow my email list, and that's how we've all been doing it for years and years and years. And you probably have been through many, many funnels, but this is a completed funnel. To me, a lot of people think this is the funnel right here, but actually it's all of it. It's how you get your traffic too, because you can have a capture page and a thank you page, but if no one is coming to it and looking at it, it's worthless. It's like a static website. So it's very important to get that targeted traffic so that you can get leads, because these are your leads right here. These are interested people, and you're generating leads. Okay, so are you still with me? Raise your hand if that makes sense. And if you have any questions, throw them in the question box. Awesome. Thank you for the hands. Okay, let me check the question box and see if there's any questions related to this. Okay. Okay. Hi, Amber. Love to see you here. Awesome. Okay. And we also have a Beachbody coach, networking and nutrition. Perfect, Christy. Thank you for that. All right. Let's get moving here. All right, I'm just going to show a couple examples of funnels, and then we're going to get to the volunteer. All right, so this was one of tonight's funnels. Here's my ad, and that was the picture of me. This brand's me, right? You've got a headline here, and you've got copy here, and that ad sent people to this capture page, and here's the headline, kind of with a little subheadline, and then there's the button to opt in. The opt-in box pops up, and this gives the details of what they're going to get, and it's a free training, was my lead magnet. And then here's the thank you page. Oops, that was my pen. Here's the thank you page, and I tell them what to do next. Put the training in your calendar, check your inbox, and then I make an offer here of a Head Start offer, and the Head Start offer is Russell Brunson's book, and there's a button to get the Head Start. And that book is free, and you just pay for shipping. And to me, it's the Bible of building funnels, which is why I offered it on the thank you page. And if you haven't gotten the book, most of my emails in the PS have, if you still want to get a head start, you can get it here, so you can get it there. But it's the Bible of building funnels. It's got way more information than I can cover in an hour here on this training, and I highly recommend that. And this is one of my 6-figure funnels. This ran for like almost 2 years on autopilot, and this was my ad. I was branding myself again. That's my picture. There's the headline, there's the copy, and it went to this capture page. I also offered a free training. I find that webinars are great lead magnets because it allows people who sign up for webinars and actually show up, congratulations, by the way, are actually better action takers and more serious than people who just opt in for a cheat sheet or an ebook. And that's kind of a generalization, but when you're willing to spend an hour of your time on a training, you're more invested as a lead. So that's why I like to offer free trainings and webinars. It also gives all of you, everyone who comes on the webinar, a better chance to know me and see how I work and see if I'm a good fit to work with you or if you like my stuff. And so the more time that we can, give to serve people so that they can get to know us, the better. And here was the thank you page. And this one, actually, I made a $27 offer that led to lots of upsells and made me tens and tens of thousands of dollars. And so this was one of my favorite funnels. Okay, so right before we get into the live piece, I think you're all seeing how a funnel has qualified people coming to you instead of you going out to get them. Does that make sense? Raise your hand if that makes sense. That is like the beauty, the key, the love, like the best thing in the world to me is when people come to me. Like, I don't have to chase anybody. And to me, that's worth gold. It gives me time freedom. It gives me time freedom to really work on my business and to actually serve my clients rather than worrying about where my next client's going to come from or where my next sale is going to come from. And let's see. So now we're ready. We're there. I am excited. Let's see, we're at 5:39. Okay. So hopefully we can fit in 2 different volunteers. So who would like to volunteer first? Wait, I'm going to put all the hands down. Who would like to volunteer first? I had some people reach out to me and email me already. I want to make sure you're here. Okay. Let's see. Sean is here because you emailed me, Sean. I'm trying to remember who else emailed me. If you emailed me, throw it in the question box. I should have written down everybody because I got a bunch of emails. Oh, and wait, I've got a couple questions here too. Let's see. Sally asks, oops, there goes my box. Hold on. I clicked it by mistake. What do you recommend on average paid advertising? I will be completely honest with you. The more you can spend, the better, okay? I recommend $50 a day, $50 a day minimum. That being said, I have a client right now. She's running a webinar and she's on $30 a day and she's getting a lot of leads. So some of it depends on your niche and it depends on, how responsive that niche is, that target market. But, anything that you can spend is better than zero. Okay. So if you're like at the bottom of the barrel and you're only going to spend $10 a day, then spend $10 a day, but stick to it. Do not stop. The only way you can build momentum is to be consistent. And you don't want to stop your ads. Now, if it's an ad that's bombing and not working, then delete it and write another one and create another one. But then start that at $10 a day and just keep with your budget. Because what happens is when you're consistent and over time, you will get results. And the people that I see fail are the people who give up. The people who just say, oh, this doesn't work, I'm going to stop, when they're probably 3 feet from gold. And sometimes it takes longer for some people to learn how to do ads than others. But decide on a marketing budget. You have a business, treat your business like a real business, and have a real budget. And I like $50 a day because you're going to get more exposure, more reach, more results faster. Now, if you can do $15 a day, 20, 25, 30, just do it. How narrow should you make your niche? What is too narrow? Great question, Kelly. It's the best way to answer that is to give examples, but let's say I sell skincare. Okay, let me look at the let me look again at what businesses you guys are all in. Let me see. Kelly, you sell women's shapewear to women who can ditch their bra. Okay, so the only women who want to ditch their bra, not the only women, and this would be market research for you and your avatar and your ideal customer. Most women who want to do that are more full-busted women, I would guess. I could be wrong about this. This is where you need to really know your ideal customer. But lots of women wear shapewear, but most of the women who wear it are people who aren't skinny, right? And so that would be, you want like size 12 and up probably. And you'd have to do your own research, but maybe size 16 to 18 is your niche, right? Because they are really trying to get into their clothes. So it's almost hard to get too narrow, because when you get really, really specific, you can speak so specifically to people. So hopefully that answered your question. And for a funnel, depending on what your offer is going to be on the very back end, like we're going to be doing just an email list building funnel with a lead magnet. But that lead magnet should lead to what your ending offer is. So you'll see how that process works when I go through it with a volunteer. Okay, so I know, Sean, I know that you emailed me. All right, so we're going to start with you. All right, I'm going to unmute you. Hold on a second. Okay, can you hear me? Sean, say something. Do you have your mic on? You have to, you're not muted. You're live. So I should be able to hear you, but I don't hear you. Because I will go to the next person if you don't have a mic. Let me look in the question box. Do you have a mic? Let's see. Oh, Sherry, I will go. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to move to Sherry because Sherry reminded me that she emailed me, and then we'll come back. Okay. Sherry, you there? You have to unmute yourself, Sherry. Because I clicked on the microphone, but I can't unmute you. You're self-muted. You have to go up to the control panel and click on the microphone and make it work. All right, Sherry, I'm going to have to move on because you're not unmuting either. Oh my gosh, we're having unmute problems today. All right, let me check the question box. Let's see. All right, who's next? We got to get this going here. Oh, Sherry, there you are.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. Great.
Oh, good. Yay.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through the 5-step formula with you, and then we're actually going to go into the software and create the capture page and the thank you page.
Okay.
All right, so tell everybody what business you're in.
I'm a Beachbody coach.
Okay, and what does that mean? Because not everybody knows what Beachbody is.
It's a health and fitness coach.
Okay, so does that mean, tell me who do you coach and what do you do?
I coach people that want to lose weight or get healthy, or sometimes people even want to gain weight, but most of the people want to lose weight, and just basically get healthier and eat right, eat clean, prevent disease, things like that.
Okay. And do you have a coaching business or are you just selling products?
It's a business where we have workouts and we have meal plans and supplements and a meal replacement shake, things like that.
Okay, so do you have clients that you work with on an hourly basis, or are you selling Beachbody products? Is the coaching
I'm
free?
not sure what you mean.
Is the coaching free?
No.
Or do you charge for the coaching?
Well, sometimes I offer a free group, but then most of the products that I have are not free.
Well, the products aren't free, but the coaching is free. Correct?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
That's the clarity that I wanted. So basically, you're selling Beachbody products and you're there to help people use the products, but you don't charge an hourly rate to coach them.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
All right, cool. So what of all the different, so now we know what you're doing. So who is your ideal customer?
So my ideal customer would be someone around their 50s and or between 30 and 50, and then would be a woman. And actually, it would be nice if she had cats because I love cats. So, I mean, that's just something that we would have in common. Also, she would want to lose weight and be healthier than she is. Also, she would also want to build a business so that she can be independent and support herself.
Okay, so there's two different, with every network marketing company, there's always minimum two different avatars. The people who are just going to buy the product and the people who want to be business builders.
Yes.
So let's focus on the people who want to buy the product. Because, I don't know, in my experience, I think for network marketers, it's always best to focus on customers first, because people who get into network marketing almost always say, well, I loved the product, so then I joined the company.
Right.
Right?
That's right. Yes.
Instead of just trying to find people that want to make more money and get rich quick. So
Yes.
Also, so we'll go after customers. 30 to 50 is a big range, especially in the health field and the weight loss field, because talking to 30 somethings who just are having babies and want to get their figure back is different than talking to people, women in their 50s who are maybe premenopausal or menopausal.
Mm.
And you're going to talk to them differently. So
Okay.
I would pick one group or the other, you know,
Mhm.
30 to 45 maybe, or something like that. And then maybe 46 to 54.
Okay. So 40, how about 45 to 55?
Okay. So we'll talk to the older women that want to lose weight. They want to be healthier. You know, they want to eat clean, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yes.
So then step number 2 is, okay, what kind of lead magnet can we create that is going to attract those people? All right. What problems do those 45 and up 50-year-olds have, you know, that they're going to want a solution for? You know, things like, I mean, losing weight, yes. Maybe losing weight isn't as easy as it used to be or as fast. Aches and pains. There's
Yeah.
different ways to get them into your email list and then, you know, sell them all kinds of stuff later. So one lead magnet would be,
Also, people who want to prevent cancer.
okay. That's okay. So if you had 3 ways to prevent cancer, without giving up sugar, fats, and your favorite foods, is that a possibility?
Um,
Because we never want to lie, you know, in a lead magnet. You know, we never want to lie
yeah.
in a headline. It's
Well,
just, we want to make a big promise and we want it to be curiosity based.
if you want to not give up sugar, it would have to be a different kind of sugar, like honey, raw honey, and um,
Perfect.
stevia.
That's just
Yeah.
part of the lead magnet. They will opt in because they don't want to give up sweets, right?
Yeah.
They don't want to give up bacon, fats, oils, whatever, and their favorite foods. So in the
Right.
food
Right.
magnet is where you can say to them, you know, just stay away from the white sugar. You can
Mhm.
do honey, you know, and all those other things. So,
Right.
all right, so we have a lead magnet. Oops. Number 3, you would have to have an autoresponder, right? And that, I'm
Yes.
not going to do that tonight, but you would have follow-up emails that you would write. You would create a list in your autoresponder and you would name it, you know, my prevent cancer list. And
Mhm.
you're going to gather all the people that are going to go for this lead magnet. And you'd have follow-up emails. And this would probably be, this could be a video, it could be a PDF, it could be whatever you want it to be. But we'll deliver it, you know, through the emails. And then number 4, we're going to create the funnel, and we'll do that in a second. And then number 5 is to write the ad that's going to send them to the funnel, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And we're not going to spend a lot of time on the ad copy tonight because that's like a whole nother training. But what I tell people is stories work really, really well, especially on social media, because on social media, people want to be entertained, they want to be educated and inspired. If you're on Google and you're searching for something, that's completely different. You know, people are actually searching for ways to prevent cancer, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so they're going to get a whole bunch of things and articles and stuff. But that's not how Facebook works. People don't wake up in the morning and say, I'm looking for 3 ways to prevent cancer on Facebook. They don't do that. So we want to
Mm.
write our ads so they're interesting and they
Mm-hmm.
don't read like an advertisement, right? So,
Right.
so let's do that. So we're going to go over to, um, we are going to go over to ClickFunnels. All right, let me go back here really quick to, here we go. So the funnel, the software that I use is ClickFunnels, and you can get a 14-day trial at getcf.com, just so you guys have that. And I know that when a lot of you registered for this training, there were a whole bunch of free funnels that you could get. If you haven't gotten those yet, I think when I send out the replay, I'll send out the link for that too. But just know that you can get a whole bunch of free funnels there too. All right, so I am logged into my account, and we're going to walk through creating an example funnel for you.
Okay.
So these are just a bunch of funnels that I already have. So I'm going to click on the yellow button that says Add New. And what ClickFunnels does is it gives you the cookbook builder process or the classic funnel builder. And this one is just a little more visual. And this one is not, it's just words, but both of them work great. But I'm going to use the cookbook just because for new people, a lot of times that's easier. So I'm going to start the cookbook. And what it does is it really just walks you through the process. So step one is to select a funnel type. And you can click on these boxes and it will reduce the number of funnels that it shows you that you can pick from. So you are doing, it's network marketing, but probably doesn't really matter. You are generating leads. Click generate leads. And I want their contact information. That's the kind of funnel that we're going for tonight. And you'll see that there's 5 here to pick from. And they're all variations on the lead magnet funnel. You can learn about all these different ones, but we're going to create a lead magnet funnel. So I'll select that. And it tells me exactly what a lead magnet funnel is, which I just explained to you. They're going to opt in and let's see. And we're going to collect their email address and we may be sending them a report or a video. So right here, we have some templates that are already themed, right? They're already laid out. They have nice colors and headlines and all that. Is there one here that you like?
Well, I don't know. My favorite color is purple, but I guess the green one looks nice.
This green one?
The other one. To the right. Yeah.
The breeze?
Yeah, I guess that one looks all right.
Okay. And you can always change the colors.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And you always want to make sure that your color matches your ideal customer. Okay. So purple may be your favorite color, but if purple doesn't jibe with what you sell, then I wouldn't use purple. You know what I'm saying? It's just a thought there. So it shows you a bigger picture of the lead page, which is the capture page, and then the thank you page. And they're very simple. So I'm going to get that funnel and it's going to load it into my account. It takes a minute because we're on GoToWebinar. Okay, so it's loaded the funnel into my account. It's got a little thumbnail right here. And are you clicking on something, Sherry, or is somebody else? Because I'm hearing.
I'm just taking screenshots as we go along.
Oh, I see. Well, you'll get also the replay of this too.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's great.
All right, so here's the lead magnet. This funnel has 2 steps, the lead magnet step and the thank you page, the opt-in and the thank you. So I'm going to edit the lead magnet page. And when I mouse over all these different things that are on the page, see how the boxes show up?
Yes.
And so I know that I'm looking at this box. I'm going to click inside the box, and I'm going to type over what it has. So I can put 3 ways to prevent cancer without giving up sugar. I'm just going to say sugar or your favorite foods.
Okay.
Make it simple. Okay, so
Yeah.
the layout is all here, but I think that's too big. So I'm actually going to go to the settings, and I'm going to make it smaller so it fits the page a little better. Okay,
Yeah.
and this says it's a free video guide. You can decide if it's a video guide, an ebook, a report, whatever you want to do. And you can swap out the image that's here. You go to the settings, and you can upload images and put a different image here. If you don't have an image of an ebook or anything, you can just put a picture of yourself. Like I would put a headshot there or a picture of yourself because you want to brand yourself as much as possible. And then here you can type in whatever you want about yourself, or if you don't even want this box, we can delete it. And then it's a very simple, pretty looking capture page, and the name and the address is already here, and the button's already put here for you. And in order to get the name and the email address over to the autoresponder, it's as simple as integrating it right here. And I'll just integrate it with one of my Aweber lists. I'm going to pick Aweber and with an existing form, and then I'll just pick one of my many lists, and it's connected. So when I test this, I'll preview the page, and I type in my name and my email, and I click the button. That name and email is going to go right into my autoresponder. So it's very, very simple to set up. And then that's the preview, so I'm going to close that. And when we go back to the funnel, let me save it. I didn't save it. When we go back to the funnel, because we're kind of running out of time, I'm going to go to the thank you page.
Oh, I can't hear you. Are you still there? I mean, I know you're there, but
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. I hit the microphone by mistake. So,
okay.
All right. So here's the thank you page. You always want to tell them to check their email inbox, because you want them to start opening your emails, right? And you want to deliver the lead magnet to their inbox. You can always send them something extra if you want, which is always nice. It helps build a relationship. And then here, like to change the picture, I would click on settings, and then I click on this little where the image is, and you end up having a library of images. And let me see, there's probably a picture of me here. And I just click on that one, and I click add image, and it pops it in there.
Yeah.
And then here, you can put whatever you want in this paragraph. Say, just say something nice, or, I'm excited, and then you can put your name. So these pages are really easy to modify and implement. And all of the templates in ClickFunnels have been tested for conversions, for having as many people opt in as possible. So I'm going to check the question box now and see if there's any questions on anything I have covered. Okay. And I'm not seeing any questions. So do you have any questions, Sherry? Does that help you understand how a funnel can grow your business and get you leads?
Yes, and then when they get to the thank you page in their email, then what comes next after that?
For them?
Yeah.
Well, they'll be on the thank you page, right? They'll be looking
Mhm.
at this page. So
Mhm.
it's telling them to take an action, to check their inbox,
Mhm.
and they should check their inbox, and your first follow-up email from your autoresponder will be in their inbox, and it will deliver the 3 ways to prevent cancer without giving up sugar and your favorite foods.
Oh, so just in the email?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
you can put it here too. You know,
Mhm.
if it was a video series or a PDF they can download, you can put it here too if you want to. But really, you want them to open the inbox. They
Mhm.
want them to start opening your emails. And then in your emails, you say, tomorrow, I'm going to send you this. And then tomorrow in that email, you say, I'm going to send you this. And you keep giving them more value.
Mhm.
And then you can start making offers. You can say, um, we have 3 sugar substitutes that we sell, and you can get them from here, or you can just say, is losing weight something that you would like help with? You can tell them to give you a call. You can tell them to email you. You just want these leads to reach out to you. And
Mhm.
it's really attraction marketing. It's giving lots and lots of useful information so that they will feel comfortable enough to reach out to you.
Mhm. Okay.
You can offer free trainings like I'm doing right now. You can offer, a video series to teach them how to shop for healthy foods, all the different things you do. And then you just weave in your offers, all your Beachbody stuff,
Mhm.
you can have a email that talks about protein and then why protein shakes are a great easy way to get protein, you know,
Mhm.
and things. You've got so much content, and
Yeah.
that's what the email follow-ups are for.
Okay. Great. Thank you so
All right.
much.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. Okay, let's see. And if you guys want, I will send you out the link for this funnel. And what it does is I send you a link, and it's just like the 3 free ones that I offered when you went through and registered for the training. You can get this funnel, put it in your account, and play with it for a couple weeks, and and just see if you like ClickFunnels. So let me see. We are running out of time. So what I'm going to do is get back to here and just talk about what to do next. And throw in the question box if you have any questions about what to do next too, because hopefully this has been helpful to you. But having general knowledge, like Napoleon Hill says, doesn't create money. General knowledge, no matter how great in quantity or variety it may be, is of little use in the accumulation of money. Knowledge will not attract money unless it's organized and intelligently directed through practical plans of action. So what I like to tell people is when we have new information, we all have 3 choices. We can do nothing and just file this all away like, oh, that was interesting. But what happens is there will be no change if there's no action taken in any way, shape, or form, right? Everything will just stay the same. You'll just have some knowledge that, isn't really working for you. And then choice number 2 is kind of a do it yourself. I'm going to do this myself. I'm going to figure it out on my own. And what I will tell you after being in this industry for 6 years now is it's painful on the do-it-yourself mode. It's a long, slow road. It's 3 to 10 times as much time and money trying to do things yourself. And is it possible? Yes, it's definitely possible. But I would rather take a plane to New York than ride a bicycle. And choice number 3 is to get some kind of help from somebody, right? Get some kind of help. So if you're interested in learning how to get some help building your funnel, whether it's done with you or done for you, raise your hand and I'll go into that. Because if you're not, then the training we're finished and we can move on. And oh, I got some hands already. Awesome, perfect. All right, so I'm not going to go into like heavy duty detail, but I can definitely help you build your funnel and get totally transform your business into getting leads on autopilot with a predictable system that does it. And so what I do is I do done with you coaching, where I actually teach you how to do all this stuff, how to do your Facebook ads, how to build your funnels, how to even define your avatar, how to write your follow-up emails, how all these pieces should work together in the puzzle. And I also do done for you, because some people just don't want to do it themselves. They want it done quick and they want an expert to do it. So I have both options, and there's variations of those depending on what kind of business you're in, how long you want to work together, how serious you are about really transforming your business from wherever you are to where you want to be. And the best way for me to know where that range is to get some information from you. So what I've got here is an application form. And what that does is it lets me see what your business is, where you are right now, what your goals are, where you want to be 6 to 12 months from now, or even 3 months from now, and allows me to know what your goals are for that at successwithlori.com. And there's also testimonials there. You'll see from my clients, a bunch of my clients, of what it's like to work with me, because I don't take everybody, and I can only work with people who are truly serious about doing this and about getting to that next level. And the bonus I have for tonight is if I get your application tonight, I'm going to send you a training about how to write your Facebook ad that is only available to my private clients. So I'm going to send you that free training if I see your application tonight and you schedule our strategy session, our kind of audit that I do, that's also free, to talk about your business and if you want to get help either done with you or done for you to build your funnel. So that is how I can help you. I've been working with clients now since 2014, since way back when I was just selling other people's products, and now I have my own, and I also still sell affiliate products too, but I've been helping network marketers, solopreneurs, people who create physical products. This kind of marketing strategy works for any business. People that have info products of their own they want to sell, or info products they want to create. Like say you want to create your own course, we do that. I do that too. Say you want to create your own membership site that you want to sell subscriptions to, we do that. You want to start your coaching program, funnels are great for that. So it works for all those different things. So fill out the form, take a look at successwithlori.com, look at the testimonials, fill out the form, send it in, and once you fill out the form, you'll get a link to my calendar to set up a time for us to talk. And then I can look at your business, give you the best advice I can about how you can get from here to where you want to be, and whether done with you, done for you is a better option. And if I get that application tonight and you set that appointment, I will email you personally that free training for how to rate your Facebook ad. And with one of the best strategies for writing story ads that you can get. So I'm going to put all the hands down now, and I would love for you to tell me if this was helpful for you tonight. Everyone that did email me about being a volunteer, I'm going to email you back too. I'm sorry I didn't get to you tonight, but I want to see your application and talk to you on the phone about how I can help you actually get that automated system that brings predictable leads to you on autopilot, every single day. And we can talk about any questions that you have about that. All right, so I'm going to check the question box one more time. And let's see. Okay, let's see at the bottom. All right, Sally, yep, we definitely have a call on Wednesday. Perfect. Okay, I don't need to send the application, Sally, to your email. If you click on successwithlori.com, if you go to successwithlori.com, and I can put that in the chat box, there's a button to click on that brings you to the application. So let me type that in here. And that way you'll all have it. Make sure I didn't type any typos. Let me get my question box back. Okay, let's see. Okay, Sally. Oh, sorry, you're watching from your cell phone. Yeah, it's successwithlori, LAURIE.com. And Sally, I think we emailed back and forth, and the link for that is also in my signature and my emails. So you'll have it there too. Okay, great. And yes, Philly, if I'm saying your name right, just go to successwithlori.com. I just put it in the chat box, and you'll see a yellow button on that page, and it takes you right to the form. Okay. All right. And Christy had to go. She had to sign out, but I would appreciate the replay. Thank you, Christy. I am happy to send that out to you guys. I will send out the replay. It's a lot of information. This is not something that you learn in a week. That's why I don't really recommend do it yourself, although you can try that. It is something that is so much easier to do when you have someone who's done it 100 times doing it with you or doing it for you. Okay, great. You guys have been so great tonight. I'm so excited. And I really appreciate you being here. And you are all very, very welcome. And Sherry, I will tell you on the strategy call how much I charge, because it's so variable. Some people just want to buy the trainings and they don't want coaching. They just want my recorded trainings. Some people want coaching, and it makes a difference if it's done for you or done with you. Okay. You're very welcome, Sally. So Sherry, I look forward to talking with you again. And Sally says it's also confusing. That's totally true. That's how I felt in the beginning too, which is why I hired a coach way in the beginning. I didn't want to spin my wheels trying to figure this all out myself. And I totally get that. So that is probably one of the best lessons I've learned from my mentors in this industry is I've had a coach every year, 13. I didn't have one in 14, but I did in 15, 16, 17, 18. I've had coaches every year in my business, and that's what's gotten me where I wanted to go. It would take me twice as long, at least, if I hadn't had that resource. And that's just the way I look at my business. I take it seriously. I invest in it. I invest in my skills. And that's really what's gotten me to where I am. So I wish the same thing for you. And hopefully we're a good match to work together. So thank you again for being here. And I look forward to talking with you and seeing how I can help you in your business get that predictable automated lead gen system that totally changed my life, and it can change yours too. So thanks again. You're very welcome, Sherry, and I will talk to you soon.